Hello, hello, welcome. I did remember to unmute this time. Good to see folks.
Sure, double check.
Yes, no, I'm watching the little green and yellow line go wee, 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 wee. It's fine, I got it. Welcome, friends.
Technical terms.
Yes, that is the technical term for watching the audio visualizer. I see we got Lionar. I see we got Gail, of course. Thank you very much for your 14-month subscription. Thank you, Kistrel, for being here, and Psychanthrope, good to see you. There's definitely others. Fantastic. This is going to be an amazing game, I think. Oh, yes. Also, hi, One Silver Key. I'm not going to call you out right now. So
I will leave this call.
So, let's start before we get into the game. Oh, he does want to be on stream. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start.
Oh, kitty cat.
By saying hi. This is Blackjack. He likes licking my hand, apparently. He's not super fascinated by the ring light this time. If you hear meowing in the background, it's this guy. This guy right here. All right.
He's so big. I didn't realize he was such a big cat.
Yeah, I would say 3 to 5 pounds. He's adorable. Yes, I agree. Now he's attacking my arm. All right, get. Get. Okay, so with that out of the way, get going. I love you. Stop biting my hand. He's very young still, so he expresses his love mostly through violence.
That's just a cat thing. They won't grow out of it.
Yeah,
if you need him to stop biting, you have to do what I did, which is bite back. No, you're laughing. I'm
right.
not.
I'm gonna have to send him out and close the door. So I'll be back in just a moment. I love you, cat. You're amazing, but you can't hog my whole stream.
The joys of having pets.
Choice of pet ownership.
Okay. Yes. Also, he bit the crap out of the back of my arm. We'll see how that goes. I've owned cats my whole life, like through my family. I have a network of tiny little cat scars all over my arms. It's just part and parcel of being an owner. Okay.
Get rats. They get tinier.
Oh, I used to have rats in college, and they're so amazing, and it was always heartbreaking because they always died because of like mammary tumors.
Yes,
It was very heartbreaking.
Very, very heartbreaking.
Okay, so moving on from that heartbreaking thing to the heartbreaking thing we're doing today.
Hey.
So the first thing I want to do, because this is likely to be a very, very intense emotionally game, the first thing I want to mention are a couple of our safety rules. We have a list of things that are and are not allowed when it comes to consent. If you're interested in that, you should go back to session 0 of the Sunless Citadel where we laid it all out. But the big thing I want to do right now is there's going to be just a signal if we need to either slow down the scene or back off completely. Yeah? Because, when emotions get heavy, sometimes we need to have a break. Sometimes we need to back up, maybe do a flash to a different scene or something, come back when everyone's fine, change up the scene, that sort of thing. Player safety is key. So, the first thing is, assuming that you're on camera and I can see you, if you do that right there, I will know to immediately stop the scene and check in. Okay? I will stop. I will just move us back to this scene right here, make sure that we talk through whatever it is, and either adjust the scene or continue or go slower or faster as you prefer. Hi, Bane. Welcome. Thank you very much. Glad for your lurk. We appreciate you. I got clawed by someone's cat once, and I clawed right back.
I said that's how I taught my cat not to bite me so much. I bite her back, and yeah, she does the same face. She's like,
I either use a spray bottle or a quick bop on the nose, depending on whether the spray bottle is available.
neither one of those worked with Katniss.
Fair enough.
The audacity of this bitch.
All right, so we've got the big halt the scene check-in sign.
Yeah. So
I will
we call
also
Pregame.
I will also check in verbally if it seems like someone isn't doing
It's
well.
too short.
I'll do my best. But that's the biggest thing for me, because we're going to be dealing with some emotions here. We might need to back off a little bit now and then. We want to all be safe and have fun. So the second thing, of course, is the recap from last game, which is a little bit rough for me because I admittedly have not watched that VOD. So it's possible that I'm going to not remember basically anything. So I'm really going to be leaning on all of you. I believe we began it by leaving Waterdeep. Yeah,
Mhm.
there
Yeah.
was a few more gazetteer tales, if I remember correctly. Maybe I skipped that.
We began trying to leave Waterdeep. We did not get that far. We got distracted.
Well, of
Yes.
course. D&D being D&D. You traveled north for a bit. You got out of the zone where Waterdeep's patrols regularly, go. And then you happened upon a
Fabulous
wreck.
person.
A wreck of a carriage that, yes, a fabulous person was taking apart a very necessary
Disgusting.
removal, right? Someone who was not good for society and was being taken out. I don't remember exactly how it was put.
They needed rehab and they denied rehab.
They denied rehab. There was an interesting conversation with everyone there, and basically you're heading towards Hyacinth's home, where you are hoping to use the Staff of Resurrection that you procured from the Xanathar Guild to bring Clarion, the bard who died back in the Forge of Fury, back from the dead. That's kind of the general gist, but that was a whole ass 3-hour game, so I know I missed a bunch of stuff. Gail, you look like you really want to tell me some of the things I want to miss, or that I missed.
We had a really cool introduction to Victoire and their awesome dog Lou, and just the weird contraptions that they have as an artificer. It was really cool, like getting to kind of see the class of artificer not in combat. Like, here's some trinkets, here's my companion and automaton. I really like Victoire, and I'm looking forward to more.
Artificers or artificers are a seriously underrated class. The fact that you were able to pull out basically like a little just grill burner and have Calder go, "What is this even?" was amazing. I loved it. I love artificers so much. I love them so much. They might be thematically my favorite class in the game. Speaking of artificers, Silver Key, is there anything you wanted to add to what happened in the last game? Barnabas made a cannibalism reference.
Yeah, but I'm like incredibly like normal on cannibalism references at this point. It happens far too often. Nope. I can't think of anything.
Entirely fair. Jen, first off, which one's you? The very last one I tried. First off, the Beholder plushie is everything. It's
If you kept
everything.
trying after you found, that would be confusing.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
While I'm here, one is Gail. I
Yeah,
tried
Gail sent me a present, and I am so very happy with this present.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The little eyes have wires in them. Oh, it's
So they
fun.
actually stick out?
They can stick out. You can make them stick out where you want them to stick out. Yeah, no, I haven't been playing with that at all.
I love it so much.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what was making me so uncomfortable. There was a label in my boob.
Okay, now, for this scene...
You gotta shove it down here because you know that's where Creetha keeps hers.
One is M.
Because she doesn't have boobs, so she has little ones, not... She has room, is what I'm saying.
That's Jeff. Okay.
Everything's a pocket.
Everything's a pocket. Oh.
Yes, so trying not to be distracted too much by the plushie, what is something I missed in our description?
Well, I mean, we had left, and didn't we did some stuff right before we left, because was that how I joined my third game?
Maybe.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think that was that game. I know it was my fault that we didn't have our game 2 weeks ago because I lost my voice. Yay, allergies.
That's not your fault. It happens. It's
Oh my God,
biology.
it'll happen every year.
Don't take blame
unfortunately.
for it. My voice is not great right
no.
now. Like,
I blame my tonsils, and they are going to be brutally yanked out and sacrificed to some god in January or in June. So next month,
you got
they will be gone.
you got recruited by Jarlaxle into
Yes,
Bregan
I got
Darth.
into
Darth?
into
Bregan
Darth.
Darth. I think it's probably Darth. I don't actually know. I've only ever read the words, so you know.
Which is fair. And because we had done a couple of things, and that was the thing that I did, and then because everybody kind of had their little thing that they were doing before they left, and then we broke, and then we came back, and then we went up and met Vic. I'm still not going to try and say the French name. It just won't come out of my mouth right. But you know, we were both cautiously confused and very taken with Vic and Vic's mechanical dog and Vic's really fancy contraptions, especially the grill. And then I think that's where we ended. Like we had ended there, and so I guess now we'll be starting going back up the road.
Yep. Jeff, I know that I entirely skipped a certain hunting scene that I'm pretty sure was last time, right? I'm not misremembering.
Yes, it was last time.
You actually joined some of the fairly notable members of the House of Lords on an owlbear hunt. Tell me a little bit about how that went.
It was extraordinarily disappointing, and as with all these sorts of things, I make my own fun. And did so in this case through liberal uses of invisibility and just spamming minor illusion to ruin everyone else's day. So I had fun.
And not only did you have fun, I believe you scored a couple of very critical 20s on social roles, both at the beginning and the end of the day. So,
Yes.
like, you fucked with everybody and also were super duper, like, lauded for it. Everyone, like, cheered you.
Yep, that's how these things work. I will insult everyone to their face, imply they are weak and stupid, so of course they promote it. That's how these things work.
Friends in chat, really quick, just a note. I'm not going to be responding too much to chat or anything like that during the game. Neither is anybody else. We will save that for the very, very end, which will happen in about 3 hours. We will all, or 2.5 to 3 hours, we will have a little question and answer, talk back kind of session afterwards. So please don't think we're ignoring you if you talk in chat. I usually try to non-verbally at least acknowledge chat if someone says something particularly hilarious, like that Durkon Thundershield quote or reference by Lionar in a little bit ago. So we're going to go ahead and jump into game. And